3 years. 3 YBBAAA poggers YBBAAA poggers YBBAAA poggers.
It is what it is. So, just to recap what happened, we had one baby, yes, with the Joker, ha 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 ha, of course, ha 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 ha, of course. We had one baby, yes, with the Joker, ha 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 ha, of course, ha 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 ha. Hello, my name is Abby Russell. This is my 100 Baby Challenge. Grace? So, just to recap what happened, we had one baby, yes, with the Joker. one baby, yes, with the Joker, ha 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 ha, of course. And then Remy is pregnant with Linguini Alfredo's baby from Ratatouille. Linguini Alfredo's baby from Ratatouille. Linguini Alfredo's baby from Ratatouille. We had one baby, yes, with the Joker. Ah ha ha ha, of course. Ah ha ha ha, of course. We had one baby, yes, with the Joker. Ah ha ha ha, of course. Ah ha ha ha. There's a lot of like do 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 do. A racehorse. 2-2 was 1-2. 1-1 won the race. 2-2 1-1-2. All right. Beans. Tip of the tongue, teeth in the lips. Tip of the tongue, teeth in the lips. Perfect articulation. Blue bugs have black blood. Black bugs have blue blood. Blue bugs have black blood. Taunt, 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 taunt. Blue bugs have black blood. Black bugs have blue blood. Blue bugs have black blood. But gotta go. Makigami, Ayo Makigami, Kim Makigami. I woke up your cat. Scorsese sells seashells by the seashore. Scorsese sells seashells by the seashore. If my uncle shaves your uncle will be shaven. That's one. If my uncle shaves your uncle will be shaven. Blue bugs have black blood. Black bugs have blue blood. Blue bugs have black blood. Peter Piper.
Hello gamers! Vegeta, 3 years, 3 poggers. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Anyway, how's everybody doing? I hope they're doing well. I have not completed the 100 baby challenge. I believe we got to like 85. And I would like to go back eventually. But it is intimidating with the infant update. It is just a little overwhelming. But eventually I will be going back and we'll be finishing it. But in the meantime, we're going to be playing Disco Elysium, which I want to finish it. I gotta finish it. So that's what we're going to do. Anyway, I will see you all shortly. Gonna get some water, etc. Goodbye.
A little heavy-handed on the lemon. Oh, that's fine. It's good for you. Then, of course, a cold and bubbly Dr. Pepper. 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 Dr. Pepper. What are my 4 kings of music? Oh, fascinating. St. Vincent, Bjork, Dolly Parton, and the Spice Girls. What are my 4 kings of music? Done. Easy. Or St. Vincent, Bjork, Dolly Parton, and the Spice Girls. Watch out indeed. 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 A cold and bubbly Dr. Pepper. A cold and bubbly Dr. Pepper. A cold and bubbly Dr. Pepper. Dr. Pepper. I know, I'm telling you, it's big hair day today. It's big hair day today. Then, of course, a cold and bubbly Dr. Pepper. A cold and bubbly Dr. Pepper. Dr. Pepper. My 7-Eleven does sell loose cans, and it's the best. A cold and bubbly. Watch out indeed. 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 Watch out.
I'm here. Hello. Welcome. Welcome to my channel. I love doing a couple of these. You know, peace on earth. Peace on earth. One of my favorite emoji combinations to do. I don't know. Let's see. I'm going to try and do them. I know how to do them on a Mac easily. I don't know how to do them on a PC. Let me see. I'm going to put them into chat. My favorite emoji combination. I think it's fun for solemn occasions. Okay, let me do this. Okay. 1 second. We got one more emoji we got to put in there. Okay, sorry, I'm typing. You probably hear. I don't know. Oh, here we go. Perfect. Okay. Here we go. Had to copy it from the internet. The emojis. Okay, my favorite emoji combo. Everybody, do your favorite emoji combo. I also love one of these and the sunglasses guy. I think it's pretty fun. Chill vibes. I also love if you say something like, you better do this, but in like a joking fun way. I love doing, there's like a purple devil face that's smiling and angry looking, and then a gun. Like pointing out. Because if you do it in the wrong order, it looks like you're pointing it at your own head, which is threatening in a different way. Anyway, this is how I like to use emojis. I'm not sure about you. Ooh, vibes is a good one. Sorry. Have to text sweet nothings. New Jackbox later of the month. Hope to see you on the next live stream. Me too. Also, the part-time work, I think I can say this, has been with Jackbox. I've been helping with some of their social media and marketing. And I really like working over there. So it's been great. But I'm very excited for the new Jackbox release. So we just did a bunch of We have to catch up on them, so please don't reply if you haven't already. But we did a bunch of TKO, draw people's profile pictures on Twitter, aka X. So I drew some of those, which was fun. Shout out to Kevin. Yes, indeed. Anyway, hello, Doc Feelbad. I am doing well. Can't complain too much. All right. We need to finish up Disco Elysium for a number of reasons. One being, I want to know how it ends. And two, it doesn't bring the biggest viewership to my channel, I will say. We need to get back to some high energy stuff. You know what I mean? Let me sip on some aqua. Yummy. So many other games coming out within days, weeks of each other. I know it's like Mario, Spider-Man, Jackbox, Party Pack 10. Okay, so last time we played, we danced so hard we had a seizure. You can check out our little notebook. So we need to try this again. Victim's tattoos. Okay, we're gonna try this again. So we still need to figure out the tattoos. I don't know who we should talk to about that. Find the murder weapon. Okay, working on that. I think I would have to work with the union guy. Is this a thing? Okay, slight spoilers for people who have played, I want to know. But not hard spoilers, just like hint spoilers. Do I have to work with the union guy to do this? Okay, so these... We'll see. So, I don't really care about joining the reading group, but maybe we'll go back to it. Okay, we have to talk to Classy, which we couldn't do last night. And I would like to do it on my own, but we'll see. Door gunner. Okay, yeah, this is all Classy. So it seems like the way where we're gonna go. Classy was the woman who the union people says was assaulted by the man who was killed, but she claims that was not the case. So, who knows who we should believe. Let's just fast travel over there. Why don't we? Map. Travel here. It did feel like a threat to Classy, I will say. The hanged man. Oh, good morning. Can we talk to you?
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and...
Look up the radio.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
Boots.
Still no word, I'm afraid, sir.
Damn.
57.
in the
I had to
cabin.
call back in a day, but I've been calling left and right.
Yes?
Okay, well, that's it. Just like saying hi to him. I want to have a little debrief, you know? Okay, let's go talk to Classy. Let's see if there's any white checks we can redo. Don't care about that one. We could redo this one. Don't really care that much. Don't really care that much. I do care about this one, but we'll see. Abandon Lori. Okay. Reaction speed. We're working on this one. Don't want to do those. Okay, do kind of want to do that one. But it could kill me. I can feel it. We should re-talk to her again. I'm gonna talk to them in a minute. Okay. I don't think you can find the gun without helping Evart. Is it sort of like with the Unionists, where I didn't really want to do my authority and then I did it and it was fine? Because I don't want to go against the character I'm playing, and I can't tell. Like, people were like, oh, you gotta talk to that big meat man about racism, and I was like, well, I don't want to do that. That guy sucks. But then I did it, sort of. And then I found a different way, but... game is a good time. Alright, let's talk to
Hello,
her.
officer. What brings you up here again?
Okay. Recording from Titus Hardy.
She puts her coffee cup down with a soft ring. As the porcelain meets the metal table, this does not surprise her.
Did he? I never said he was a good man, or that he had good intentions. Only that he was never bet to me.
He does look like Laura Dern.
She doesn't care. If anything, she sounds amused.
You don't need to become fully aligned with them, but you will need to do a couple errands on their behalf. You can weasel out of fully aiding them. Okay, cool. Thank you. This is what I like to know. See, there's stuff like that, that like this game has so much stuff where it's like, I really feel like I'm creating the character of the cop I want to be. And there's other stuff like that where it's like, well, morally, I don't want to do this. And it's like, well, you kind of have to, so deal with it. And it's like, well, all right. We'll go talk to him next.
Where did they get this recording exactly?
Yeah, I shaved and got rid of the expression. Look, I'm trying to cope, okay?
It's
I'm trying
intercepted
to...
radio chatter of the deceased, recorded via a de-encryption station. It's authentic enough.
Anyway, I'm trying to, you know, cope with reality and face the truth.
Does he say he's gonna do it Soldier of the Apocalypse style?
Those are the exact words he used.
Yeah. That was practically his pickup line.
Yeah.
A memory surfaces in her tired neocortex. It's not entirely unpleasant.
Did he say whores a lot? Was he pretty much on the verge of doing it Kohoi style?
Kohoi was mentioned.
He wasn't actually there. He didn't do a tour, or at least didn't tell me he did. Would have been overkill anyway. He lived his own little Kohoi. It wasn't his everything.
Why did he say things like that?
Yes, was he bragging?
Oh no, I'm pretty sure he did all those things. Then integrated them into his idea of normalcy. To keep on living. Until they just sort of turn into his, what's the word I'm looking for?
Coping mechanism?
Running joke.
Oh.
I was gonna say running joke. And it sounds like you didn't even get the good bits. Lely's punchlines got way, way funkier than that.
Squashy Squish says, yeah, the game can be pretty cagey about how much you can appease people and factions without joining or endorsing them, which is often annoying. Yes. Measurehead things implies you have to buy into his race science to proceed, but you really just have to consider it enough and then dismantle it if you so choose. Oh. Very different than the questline implies. Yeah, no, that sucks.
He was like the Seminoles conflict, the Kohoi massacre, and the 36 famine in Yezud all rolled into one person, then cast in Orani's ceramic armor, which he wore in bed and in the shower.
What?
When he said he was done, and done mentally, it didn't sound like a joke. Sounded like a deeply troubled man.
I'm gonna say that.
Well, maybe I pieced him back together with my magical personality.
You like this kind of stuff?
We're all scraping up any happiness we can find, officer. Going around with our little scouring sticks. You, your first love, Mr. Kohoi here.
Did he tell you he had actually done any of those things? He and Martinez, I mean?
No. We were too busy laying waste to our own nervous systems to direct any of the fury outward. He seemed happy, I guess. At ease. As much as a man like him could be.
What kind of man was he? Before you go, ask for details. She seems okay to talk about it.
Thank you for clearing that up, miss.
Okay.
Whenever you're ready. I'm interested to hear what Titus Hardy has to say now.
She takes a very small sip of her coffee
Can you
and
tell
smiles.
us more about the victim?
Like, for example, his name?
Actually, officer, I didn't know his name. I just called him Lely.
A nickname?
I guess. He came from Lelystad. It's short for that. And it was his army name, apparently. He said his real name wasn't his. I tried to pry it out of him, but it was no use.
Lelystad. That's a good start. We have a few questions you can help us with. A few things a field autopsy alone can't answer.
The young woman cranes her neck, trying to catch a glimpse of the page the lieutenant passed to you. On it is a list of autopsy observations, recorded neatly in blue ink. The last missing pieces of a puzzle of flesh.
Where is Lelystad? The place, I mean.
In Oranje, officer. It's, I think municipality is the term. A nowhere town.
You were almost right, officer. That means his race was occidental, not mondial. I'll update the form.
Oh. You were both from Orne?
Yes.
Orne?
We were compatriots.
What does
Did
that
that
mean?
bring you together?
No. He was too old for that. and from another part of Oranjenrek. I didn't even understand his accent. What brought us together wasn't Oranje. It was bad habits.
Sex, alcohol, no love for Mother Oranje. But wasn't he a soldier? This could be worth pursuing.
A military man, but not a patriot?
No. He left the National Service after they taught him to do what he did on Seminine. He wasn't the flag-waving kind. He was the making money, killing people kind. He was by no means a stupid man. A people person. A small platoon leader. Certainly not a patriot.
You don't seem like much of one yourself.
Mm-hmm. There is nothing on Muindi. The old world is dead, and we both knew it. Maybe Oranje did bring us together. In loathing. I love Revachol, though. I hope she loves me, too.
How old was he?
He was 42.
42? Are you sure? I would have had him above 50.
He had many scars that made him appear older. But no. We even celebrated his birthday, like, some weeks ago. It was a funny 2 days. He had little reason to lie to me.
Looks like you were right, officer.
Points aren't good. Have one, you old dog, before we all die.
All right. Better not mention it.
The young woman looks at you, then the lieutenant, then you. She's clearly sensing something. A spike in testosterone levels, perhaps.
Oh, should I have? I don't like scolding Kim, but whatever. Anyway, his eye color?
Blue. Light blue. They were like little blue galaxies, you know? It was strange, seeing those eyes in his fucked up face. Pardon the swearing.
Ooh.
I do him an injustice. He wasn't ugly. And he had a beautiful, soft voice. Very surprising, what with all the scarring. It was quite something, watching him speak.
Orange is like the Netherlands. Oh, interesting. I don't remember him having a soft voice. I want to listen to it again.
He had a combat wound on his chin and mouth.
Yes. Severe. It made him look like half his face was cracking away in some strange smile.
Ah, yes. His hair, if you can remember?
It was light brown, almost blonde. He darkened it with brilliantine, made it oily. Not nice to stroke. I couldn't convince him to leave it alone.
Tattoo, what did it mean?
Oh, that.
It was an Orkney's map of the waterways? I'm gonna ask her, what does it represent? Do you know?
It was a map of his life and the places he visited as a soldier. It was mostly for showing off to chicks, though.
How so?
How? Imagine him lying in bed. Freakish musculature laid out on the sheets. Scarred, of course. Tattooed. The sheets are dirty for some reason.
Well, I'm not talking about the voice I hear in the dreams. I'm talking about the voice I heard on the tape. We heard him speak on the tape.
Is this Oranje's lit?
Is this Orkney's lit?
Yes. This is the very essence of Oranje's lit. A moment's respite. Dark and hopeless as the struggle itself. He's smoking and drinking, of course. And his chest and shoulders and arms are studded with stars. Tens, hundreds of them. Maybe even thousands. And the woman goes like, "What was this, baby?" And he says, "That was too hardcore. Don't ask me about that." So she goes, "Okay, but what's this, baby?" And he's like, "Saw some bat shit there." And so it goes. Star after star, port after port, third world country after third world country. And he's done horrible things in every single one of them. Oh, yeah.
What do these mean?
No, thank you. I've seen enough of him dead. I can
Fair
tell you
enough.
what they meant without looking at them.
Go on.
He was a blue-eyed boy with thick arms, from a small town. He was also poor, and the government of Orania needed some people killed, so they turned him into a grotesque killer. For money. He went to Killer Academy in Vredefort. Then he killed some people on the Seminine Islands. And on other islands, too. All of the islands. After this, he came to Revachol and got killed himself.
Not a very fun story.
It is when you're high. It can be very exciting then. You have the tools to deal with it. It's not a very nice story to remember when you're sober. A change of topic?
This is a question that I don't think will go over well. Tell me something odd. Did he enjoy his death? I don't think I'm going to ask that. I think we're finished with the line of questioning.
All right.
Coolly, gracefully, she pours herself more coffee.
I do kind of... Don't I need to ask her? I'm not around to stop you. Okay, we just need to talk to Titus. Alright, I guess we just have to talk to Titus. I don't want to, like, harp on her about the assault. So talk to Titus. Goodbye. Oh, great.
Wasteland of reality.
Okay, let's see how we did on this one.
Congrats, you're sober. It will take a while for your body to remember how to metabolize anything that isn't sugar from alcohol. So you're going to be pretty ravenous soon. Eat plenty. You can expect your coordination and balance to improve in a couple of weeks. In 2 months, you might start sleeping like a normal person. Full recovery will take years, though. It'll be depressing, and it'll be boring. Don't expect any further rewards or hand claps. This is how normal people are all the time.
Oh, God. Okay, well, that's life, you know? No positive effects from alcohol. That's interesting. Alright, I'll take it. Anyway. Except. I didn't mind the voice acting for Classy. That doesn't bother me at all. Cleaning out the rooms. Okay, we're working on that one too. There's 2 more we could do, but... Okay. This is max step. I wish I could redo interfacing. I don't know what to do. There was some we could redo. We can save it too. We could redo reaction speed, which I would be curious to do. Because then I could redo her thing, but the original Classius thinks that, oh, they mean the original before the final cut. Gotcha.
Wait, stop. That man, bloated beyond all recognition, was 42?
What she said.
Below the damage, the weeks of decomposition, all the swollen indignity of mortality. He was 42 years old.
Groucho Marxist says, the negatives to Inland Empire and Suggestion are balanced by the +1 psyche, which makes Wasteland of Reality so good. Oh, great. I don't know. Oh, yeah, that is just +1 to everything? Oh, that rocks. Cool. Yeah, that is good. Alright, well, anyway. Okay, where is this going? I feel like the ones typically that take a long time to think about have been pretty good. Which is why I like the longer, doing the works, you know, go to therapy.
How old are you? That's where this is going. 45,000 liters of raw alcohol has left its disfigurements. What lies beneath, you wonder? You could ask either one of them.
You almost meant the Merc voice acting different from Classy's description of it as soft is either an oversight in casting or maybe Classy is unreliable in her description. Yeah, that's true. She could also see it as soft compared to, like, the other men she's with. Or her image of him. But, anyway. Okay. Is it weird to ask her this? Miss, how old do you think I am?
How old do I think you are?
She's buying time to formulate the best answer. Look who's finally awake.
I don't know. 1, 2. I don't know what I'm supposed to say. How old is a newborn cop who doesn't remember he's a
I
cop?
think I'm circa 45.
You're not.
Oh, always be clothing. Thank you. Oh, I'm not. Oh. Anyway, thank you for subscribing. If I'm 35, I'll cry.
Sure he is. You know, age is just a number.
Yes, but for him that number is higher than 45.
Wait. This requires scientific measurements.
Not afraid of the truth.
To the laboratory.
Okay, well, I don't really have time for that. Or really the space. I wish there was more thought spots. I loved doing those. Alright, well. Where were we? Let's go talk to Titus, our favorite person. Okay. And downstairs we go. Okay. Okay. Titus, stand up. Do your thing.
It's you again. What is it?
So I talked to Classy about the tape.
And
And nothing. She stands by what she said.
that fucking fucker. You're the worst cops in Revachol. I gave you gold on that tape.
That fucker wasn't aimed at you. It was at her.
I'm gonna say dark, but it didn't prove anything, and it didn't change her mind.
Dark. Dark is when you start a goddamn death rock band. What did she have to say then? Fine by her? This is what people are supposed to be like? Fucking whoop-de-doo.
Actually, I think it made her a little nostalgic.
Yes. In fact, I think she thought it was a little funny.
Funny. No good. All right. All fucking righty then. I guess it's good then.
Please try to control yourself in the presence of visitors, Titus.
This is just perfect. Just fucking perfect. Any thoughts on this, lawman?
You don't have to say everything out loud. Just mix and match.
Maybe she isn't who you thought she was.
Nah. I know her. She's just a girl. In over her head.
I'm gonna say she's not some helpless girl.
Handled him? She got into some stupid shit with that guy. Shit we had to take care of.
Yes, yes, we heard all about it, and the fact still stands. You were more disturbed by the tape than her.
I'm gonna say what really happened.
I already told you. We fucking hanged him.
There's less gusto in his voice now. His men too are growing increasingly silent.
Come on, Titus. We know you didn't hang him. He was shot. I know you're tired. So am I. Why don't you just...
You know what? I am tired. I'm tired of you and the whore upstairs. Next time you see her, tell her Titus said, "Fuck on!" That lying, scamming. We're done. This is over. You understand?
Uh-oh.
Investigation is over. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
On the floor, beer drips out of the can into a small puddle. No one does anything about it.
What is this quiet funeral shit? All we need is some beers in us. Bartender, 20 beers for the Dock Workers Union.
Why do we make it 40, huh? Why do we make it 100 beers? You're not loud enough.
100 beers? Now we're talking. Hoppity hop over here, cafeteria manager.
The window might be closing. The more beers they get in them, the less cooperative they will be.
I think I have rhetoric clothes. So I'm gonna take off and change my clothes, and then I will talk to you again in just a moment. Wish you could change your clothes mid-convo, 'cause this is a little bit annoying. Okay. Rhetoric clothes. Okay, rhetoric is -1. So that's this. Okay. Rhetoric. Alright. Oh, I want these back on. This is, yeah. Okay. Alrighty, now we're +1 on rhetoric. I'll take what I can get. The whole story from Titus.
It's you again. What is it?
Okay. Convince.
Convince Titus he's being manipulated. You should know by now. Titus Hardy will never falter.
One of his boys will.
Fat Angus, the powerful guy, Mr. All Muscle. The time has come. Put him in the pressure cooker. Just remember, it's about more than Glasia. It's about these men and Martinez, their district, their responsibility.
Okay, case closed.
Huh? He'll get it. Go on.
Write it down, Kim and Martinez. They just kill you because they don't like
Good.
you.
Kill you because they don't like you. All because...
Okay. But these men in Martinez, their district, their responsibility. So not this. Or... I'm gonna say because you're a foreigner.
Goddamn right.
Oh shit.
Don't come around if you're not from around.
Fuck you. I'm not from around. That's not why we...
There we go. Don't come to the wild north if you are not white enough.
Hang you, shoot you, whatever. They can't even remember.
It wasn't that. It wasn't. We didn't shoot him.
You think Classy shot him?
That's it. That's the weak one. You flushed him out. Now go in for the...
Officer, you will be next if you don't shut up.
Uh-oh.
He's onto you. He knows what you're trying to do. Steel yourself. Push on. Just ignore Theo.
I'm gonna turn to Angus.
We didn't kill him. We didn't even hang him. He was dead when...
Shut up, Angus!
Dead before you hanged him?
Daddy! Say one more thing to the cops and I'll...
Dennis, stand down, or I'll beat your head in. Theo, take your hand off the belt. This isn't 31. I've got this under control. Angie, where's your goddamn inhaler?
I left it home. I can't get it. I'm too fucked. I'm sorry.
Why are you so fucking fat,
Okay,
Angus?
everyone needs to calm down.
Now it's all pointless. Because of you. You wasted my time.
Lizzie, your help is no longer needed here. Go tell Everard.
Fine. I'll tell him. After a long walk along the coast.
Okay.
You're in. He's all yours. Questions?
So you didn't kill him. He was already dead.
He nods.
You hanged the corpse to cover up the real cause of death. The bullet in his head.
Another nod.
'Cause the girls asked us to. They were in some shit.
Girls plural? There's another girl.
Do you think Classy's friends with the
them.
driver?
Take note of this. They'll probably say more about her later.
Did she kill him?
Cop, I have no idea. The girl says she didn't.
He doesn't think she did. Or at least he hopes she didn't.
What happened Sunday night?
Classier came down. She seemed really out of it. Drugged up, even more than usual. Bug-eyed and gurning, you know? Not in a fun way. It looked like she'd redosed after something went down. I've seen that look before. She was scared. I knew someone had died.
How did you know?
I've done this job for 10 years. I've seen it before. It's the politician in the motel room with the dead hooker scenario. Only in reverse.
Good analogy, boss.
You don't get to talk yet, Shanky. You're still on the bench. And you keep taking it easy too, Angus.
What happened then?
We went upstairs. Sure as day the Merc was dead. And there was a bullet hole through the window. Fucking dirty sheets and bottles everywhere.
I still am like, I feel like it was me, right? Although, why would we be in town? Because we're in town because of the hanging, right? I'm just thinking. I'm a drunk, right? I've already been brandishing my weapon about. My room is right next to hers.
He means they'd been fucking?
Tibbs patched the window. And the corpse we hanged.
Who's Tibbs?
Nah, he's my brother.
Right now, he's grateful he hasn't gotten his brother into this mess.
Okay. Classy didn't kill him. Why the cover-up?
You may have noticed our girl's in some shit of her own.
I didn't notice anything.
They can't show up on police radar kind. There are people after her. From the old world. Where she came from.
Who are they?
They're powerful. Connected to the Moorland turn. She's clearly afraid for her life. Says if she showed up in your systems, she'd be ghosted away.
What are my thoughts on the game currently? I would say overall I like it. I really want to know where the story goes. I find the world very immersive. I like building the cop I want to be, so to speak. There's things in the writing I really don't like. I find the game really cynical overall. The issues I had when I played at Giant Bomb are definitely still there. And I think the harassment I got from the audience also... You know, I can't put that on the devs, but I also think, like... If your audience is that way, I think it reflects the values of the game. Or at least I think if you're trying to do some kind of satirical comment on society or whatever, and people are taking it literally, that's a failure in your writing to a certain degree, right? Like, you have to know your audience, whatever. People are always going to misinterpret things, but I don't know. That's my take on it, I guess. But overall, I really like it, and I'm eager to know where it goes. I do wish it wasn't as cynical as it was, and I have issues with stuff with, like, doing my authority to these guys, or, like, having to work with, the boss, the, like, union boss here to figure out my gun. Like, I would rather not have to do that. And I wish there was more alternatives. And there's certain things that feel a little bit railroaded, which I think wouldn't be so jarring if the rest of the game didn't feel so open.
That's all he knows. That's all she's told him.
And why would you help someone like that? By taking on a murder?
Why would I? I guess we abide all sorts of runaways and losers here. It's a Martinez thing.
Who killed him?
Not yet. Just some ideas. She says the shot came from outside, behind the window somewhere. So that's a clue.
So what are you thinking?
I'm thinking someone's past caught up with them.
Hers, you mean?
I mean the
think
people
it was
after
me.
Klausya. Maybe the shot missed. Maybe.
I bet my character was, like, trying to shoot himself and he accidentally shot wrong. That's my guess.
I like that. Been thinking the same thing myself.
And you had ideas about his past, too?
I do. One of those mercenary buddies of his could have done it. They got guns, training, years of bad blood, probably. Or
a few more cans and a few less racist lorry drivers. I agree.
Tell you what I'd do. Check out the coast for vantage points. Maybe consult with a ballistics buddy of mine. That's what I'd do. If I wasn't too busy doing this clown dance with you.
He's calm now. Threw all that turmoil away and became himself again.
Whose idea was it to hang him?
In a manner of speaking.
Remember the two girls? He may be talking about the other one.
Earlier you said the girls asked for your help. Was this the other girl?
That's right. It was her idea to hang him. I liked it for political reasons. Fella, you think too much. He's off all right.
So
You're
drug
gonna hurt your
trafficker.
head. That woman is just affiliated with the Hardy Boys. You don't know her anyway.
I'm gonna say, can you tell me about her name,
Nope.
location?
You're not getting to her. It's Klausya you want
Okay.
to talk
I'm sorry I made you guys fight.
Me too.
Thank you for this, Titus. We'll go talk to her.
You do that. Hey, cop. Before you go, Klausya, came to Martinez to hide. Many of us did. This is where you wash up when there's nowhere left to go. The Union takes you in. Now, she refused that protection. But
you would still prefer if we didn't take her away.
that's right. If we didn't take care of the people who end up here, this place would just be a couple of ruins and some cargo containers.
We'll take that into account.
All right, fair enough. Good. Thank you for saving. Let's go talk to Classy again. Okay, we gotta confront Classy. Anything else? Okay. I absolutely think there's like a deeper conversation. I've said this a billion times, but I will say it one last time. I think there's definitely room for like a deeper conversation, and I think this game raises interesting themes. I also think it feels like, well, everyone's wrong in some ways, which I think is kind of boring. I also think, I've said it before, I'll say it again, they may punish the character for saying racist and sexist things, but it's still a reward for the player, because you get to be racist and sexist, and it's more gameplay, and it encourages it in many ways by doing skill checks behind it. And I think that is what brings out some of the worst parts of an audience who maybe isn't mature enough or already wants to believe those things anyway. I don't think this game is going to change someone's mind by punishing the character.
It's always good to see you.
Okay.
Something in her demeanor has changed. She's tired, consigned to her fate, to being here with you and what's to come.
Party Boy told us what really happened.
I understand.
You don't look surprised. You're expecting this.
I knew there was a chance you'd get them to tell you. It's what you do. You're the police. For what it's worth, I'm sorry for wasting your time.
This is good. Clear the air first, between you two. Then move on to questions. No, it's not good. It's the opposite of that.
Oh, we can't listen to these, right?
This will dictate the terms of your... Shush, I can't hear what she's saying.
If you knew we would find out eventually, why did you waste our time?
Because of the Hardys. I couldn't just dispense with them. They were only trying to help me. Out of the
Is she implying the Hardy Boys are the law?
I'm gonna say it's not a good enough reason.
You're right. There's more.
More?
You answer to the coalition government, and by extension, the moral intern.
Briefly glancing over her shoulder to the sea, as she's done time and time again. A grand expanse of water reaches over the bay and to the horizon, grey and pale violet in the morning light.
What lies beyond it?
The pale, the Muindi Isola, the Occident, and then Oranje, the old, old world.
Is that why you're looking over your shoulder? You're afraid of the moral intern? What's the RCM's involvement? RCM isn't the lapdog. I'm gonna say, is that why you're looking over your shoulder?
You share a database with them. You send people to their courts.
What's going on? What did you do?
Just business. But bad business for some people in the moral intern. If I show up in your records, officer, they will find me. They will...
What happens if they do?
Personally, I don't think there's any game with the best writing ever. I don't think there's any art with, like, this is the best ever. I think all art is kind of intertwined.
They will kill me, sir.
Everybody's sort of inspired by everybody else and building off of other ideas.
Enter me into the moral intern mill. Well, then I'm fucked. For nothing. This murder didn't have anything to do with me.
That's exactly right, Aurora Beam. Where it's like, I'm already dealing with this shit. I don't need to see it in the game and know people are playing it and enjoying getting to be sexist and racist and whatever, I don't know, disgusting thing.
Here we go. For once, you seem to have her off guard.
Hold on, let me read this. They will kill me, sir, if you file my name, take me for questioning. Okay. Why did you call the cops if you're hiding?
Because I'm an idiot.
Which is an indicator of truth. Idiot. She's nothing of the sort.
I don't think so. Why did you do it?
You have to understand, the people around here, no one was making the call, and he kept rotting. And then they picked his clothes off, and that little fucker threw stones at him. He kept throwing stones at him for 3 days. I could hear the thud. Thud. So I called you. I hope with all my heart it's not the last thing I do in Ravishol.
She definitely called the cops. That was task complete. It could not have been a lie. That is impossible.
Okay, I don't trust these.
Oh God. That was a lie too. Who made the call?
Oh, okay.
She did, of course.
Well, alright. What'd you do to have these people after you?
It's not nice, but it's not illegal. Not here in Ravishol. Or even in Oranje.
What exactly did you do?
Industrial espionage. I joined a business collective with the intention of betraying them. I did my job well enough to be asked to do it again.
What I will say about the game and the writing is it does lead to a lot of interesting conversations, and I think they've built a really immersive world. Every character feels like a real character, and I think they're doing interesting things. But I also think things that do interesting things can still be flawed, and you need to treat that realistically. And also if somebody, I don't know, who comes from a different culture than you is like, hey, this upset me, you don't necessarily have to agree, but I think you should try and listen to them.
With a bigger
Please
company.
don't yell at them.
The kind you really,
This is me talking to
really don't fuck with.
the internet from
I took their
2018
ledgers,
or whatever.
2 decades worth of accounting.
I need the names of the companies involved and who hired you.
The job was Lou's doing County Savings Bank. They sound small, but they're part of the Lou Scott conglomerate. That was the second job. The first was some printer company. You wouldn't know them.
But she really destroyed them. She still feels it.
Shout out to empathy.
As to who hired me for the job, I don't know. But they're after me too. Along with Lou Scott and their friends in the MI. Once you're done in the competitive intelligence circuit, you don't have allies. You're radioactive.
Okay.
Low's cap. These people engineer financial disasters in second world countries. The conglomerate also includes the Bank of Consecration, Airberg, and the popular Papalolo line of dairy products.
Papalolo!
Yeah. Papa fucking Lolo wants to kill me.
Okay, I kind of wasn't fully paying attention. A lot of interesting conversations happening in chat. Okay. The job was savings bank that sounds small. They were part of it, blah, 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 blah. As to who hired me for the job, I don't know, but they're after me too. Okay. Industrial espionage. I joined a building collective with the intention of betraying them. I did my job well enough to be asked to do it again. The bigger company, the kind you really, really don't fuck with. I took their ledgers, 2 decades worth of accounting. Okay. Sure, there are people who have done much worse than that.
Sure. I'm not a war criminal, but it was bad. People lost their jobs. Good people, too, not just C-suite. A lot of people got hurt. But that's just more of my shit you shouldn't have to deal with. You're solving a murder.
That can wait. Look into her eyes. There's more.
What did you do?
One of them killed themselves because of me.
Oh.
She says it quickly, like she said it 100 times to herself to get used to the idea, out of guilt.
That's not easy to deal with.
How do you deal with anything? It's all just... How do you do it?
I'm gonna say I don't either.
There you have it. The way of the warrior.
What happened here the night he died?
We were there. Together. In bed.
Exactly what happened. Well, okay.
He was in a kneeling position. I turned back to him. His eyes were looking through me, and his mouth was open. Dumb. I could see. I could...
A great pain moves through her, a dark and indefinite wave. She continues in spite of it.
I knew he was dead. Before he fell down the top of...
You were right. He did enjoy the moment of his death.
Then what happened?
He was heavy. I pushed him off and he fell to the floor. There. He only had his boots on. I bit the pillow, not to scream.
I'm
then
laughing
ran
at chat,
downstairs.
not what she's saying. This is sad. Okay. He only had his boots on. Did they put his armor back on him?
I waited for the second shot to come. For me.
She's forgotten about her cigarette. The butt has burned right down to her fingernails.
I'm gonna say, I'm sorry this happened to you.
So am I.
She throws it away and immediately proceeds to light another one.
What time was this? When did it happen? It would help us if you could be as precise as possible.
11:30 to 12:15. I don't know the exact time. Around midnight.
It's okay. Were you inebriated?
Not as much as usual. He'd done a line, plus other things. I was drinking.
Wait. Titus said she was gurning her jaw off, much more than usual.
Titus said you looked pretty high.
Oh, yeah. I did one of his lines, just to clear my head.
Good thinking. Clear your head. You should clear your head.
Did you hear or see the shooter in the course of this?
No.
What did you do?
Nothing. I was trapped. I was stuck in my room downstairs. I got some clothes on and crawled back up, drew the blinds. Blood was coming from his mouth. Not a lot, just a little. He was still on the floor, slouched. I couldn't be there with him anymore, so I ran down and out of my room, into the hallway, down the stairs. I knew there would be people there.
Run, woman. Run past them and out into the streets where it's dark and people move. To the lorries at the intersection, as far as you can.
Why didn't you run away from here? Why are you here now?
I already ran. I ran from an entire Isola. I can't run any further. Not with these people. This is as far as it gets.
What happened after you ran downstairs?
Sylvie was tending the bar. A lot of people were there. The Hardys were at the table in front of the stage. I think the Union box was full. Ruby was there too. They were having such a good time. I sat down and they all welcomed me. I didn't even have to say anything. Ruby knew something was wrong.
Ruby?
Who is Ruby?
Ruby. You know, the leader.
The leader? Of what?
The Hardy Boys.
Thought Hardy was the leader of the Hardy Boys.
Well, nominally, yes. Ruby's the one they go to when things happen, like things they need taken care of. She's the organizer.
This Ruby, in her phrasing, is entrusted with great power.
Would you say she is the 8th Hardy Boy?
Why not?
Okay, let's go on. What then?
Well, Ruby said let's talk upstairs. I showed her the room. I've known these people since December. They know my situation, that I can't leave a paper trail. Ruby was the first one I told. She said she'd take care of this. It's what she does, you know, take care of things. I helped her get the body to the bathroom. We used a belt to pull him up under the shower, to keep him upright.
Damn.
To mislead you, they were tampering with the body.
To produce lividity, matching a hanging?
Yes.
We completely missed the tampering. Looks like you got there in time. What was this, 20 minutes after death?
About 20, yes. Ruby explained it would make the blood... You know what he does.
Then what did you do?
Ruby went outside to talk to Titus and the boys. I was just looking at Lely in the bathroom. I had to put his clothes back on. His armor, too. It was tough, but I've seen him take it off and put it on many times. It took Ruby maybe half an hour to come back with Titus. I'd gotten him ready by then. They carried him out. I knew what they were going to do. Make it look like a hanging. Ruby said they would.
What did you do while they were hanging him?
Ruby said to wait here. She also said I wouldn't see her for a while. That we should lay low or something.
Where's Ruby?
So I don't know. I haven't seen her since.
I love that everyone's just ragging on Bioshock Infinite. I do also think a lot of art can be well received at the time, and then, you know, culture shifts, and then it's no longer well received. I think Bioshock Infinite is a great example of that. I don't know, Aurora Beam's talking about coming back to it and feeling very different, which I also would imagine is interesting. I also just think wherever you are in a different place changes things
we
too.
really need to take this question to the Hardy Boys.
Interesting. Why did this Ruby go through so much trouble to hide something someone else did? What are you doing? Coming up with a theory. She said Ruby knew something was wrong before she said anything. How come? It was loud downstairs. She couldn't have heard the shot.
It is ominous. You already coming up with theories that put the blame on someone other than Claudia.
When it happened, did you hear a gunshot?
When he was shot? I may have. I don't know. I couldn't hear anything over the glass exploding.
The gunshot wasn't that loud. This is something to keep in mind when assessing the distance of the shot.
Could the people after you have killed him? What? Did you kill Laylee?
What? Why would I put myself through this? Insanity. Get myself cornered like this. He wouldn't have died if it weren't for me. I know that. But I would
No, I like the essays. I like that people are having real conversations in chat. People are being respectful, and I think it's all interesting stuff, so they're good.
All kinds of crazy things happen when drugs are involved. Sweet, sweet drugs. He was a serviceman. He must have had a gun lying around, close to her hand, a military weapon using jacketed ammunition. Now, you guys suddenly have theories pouring out, when they're obviously just stabs in the dark.
Gosh, I don't know. I'm gonna say drugs.
What does that mean?
Do drugs make you aggressive?
No. People don't take drugs to kill each other. They take them to feel okay with each other. I thought you Ravishol people would be more enlightened on this. I'm sorry, officer.
Sorry.
I'm under some stress here.
I'm just gonna conclude this line of questioning. I feel like it's not good to just let her off the hook. I'm gonna say downstairs.
I'm
People
sad
have
to hear
an
that.
idea.
They must have said it in some fit of frustration or under pressure. They couldn't have meant it. I've talked to them after it happened. No one has implicated me.
Okay.
Like what?
The people after you have killed him?
That's the first thing that went through my head when I heard the glass break.
And?
I thought they'd found me. They've killed him to punish me.
Well, they tried
All
to kill you,
last
but
week,
shot him
I've tried
instead.
not to talk to anyone or be seen with anyone so they wouldn't be hurt. I've come to understand, however, this is paranoia. What happened didn't have anything to do with me.
I'm gonna say it probably didn't.
Or I don't know anything anymore. All I do is wait here.
We can't go after Loose Cap. Not yet. There are other, saner leads.
I don't ask you to, Lieutenant. If there's one thing I know, it's that you'll get nothing from there.
When was the window changed?
Last week. Angus and Titus's brother, I think he's called Tibbs, took care of it.
You should have another look at that window after this. Reconstruct the scene. It's right there.
In her bedroom?
Yes. You see the glass
Okay.
sparkling out of
Think
She
we're done.
nods silently. He's thinking, are we done here? Or should we arrest her? She's a flight risk and she lied to you. She should be taken into custody. No, that won't be necessary. Just leave her alone. This guy won't budge. You have to wake Multiface up, forcefully, if you want to continue pushing her.
Okay, drama. Wake up. This is a white check.
Who? What? Dear God, you've been lied to. She could have killed her lover and lied to everyone. She's not candid at all. She's smoke and mirrors and will-o-wisps. She probably didn't give you her real name either. Why would she? Arrest her, take it easy. Don't overcompensate with this course correction. Ask questions first. Yes, start at the top. Choose at the bottom. It's how we've always done it. See?
Start at the top. Choose at the bottom. What? I'm gonna say, you know, I think you didn't make that call to the station.
I did. What is this? I called your desk or whatever it is. The numbers are all over town. There was an older woman on the other end. It sounded like she was smoking. She took my complaint. She coughed.
That is the emergencies desk number. Anyone could know that, sire.
What time did you make the call?
Thursday night. It was late, sometime after 12.
It checks out.
Okay. Okay, say
She
nothing.
stands before you, holding her back very straight.
Your real name isn't classy.
I agree. You wouldn't give us your real name, not when people are after you.
Okay.
Okay, what?
Okay, it's not.
Good. You can tell me the
I
truth.
love your work every week. It's all transmitted to common, sir. I couldn't just beg you not to enter my name. So I lied. Like I lied before. Like I did at LCSB. I have to lie all the time. I'm so tired of it.
Was the passport bullshit too?
No. It's submerged in a plastic buoy on the coast, in the reeds. It just doesn't say Clausia Amandu. It says Anouk Mea Smith.
Falsified documents?
Passport and visa. Given to me by my employer. I can't even use them. My employer probably leaked the name.
Why would they do that?
I didn't show up to a rendezvous. They don't take that lightly. I didn't show up because I was afraid they'd do something to me. The job was finished. I'm just a liability now.
She fears an arrest right here and now. This has been an awful turn of events for her.
Where is this buoy?
West of the boardwalk, in the reeds, on the coast there. It's useless.
Accept task.
The lieutenant makes a note of it.
You're welcome to it. It's in the reeds northwest of here.
Will you tell me your real name?
Pipe. It's Katarzyna Lazie.
It's a Grad name, Jims or Yugo-Grad in origin. Not Occidental at all. Smells of motor oil, tiger, economic desolation.
Okay, Grad.
My parents were Zhimsk immigrants, but I'm nationalized Oranese. All I remember is Oranje. Alasie is my father's name.
I'm gonna say I'll keep calling you classy.
That's cool.
She doesn't feel like a Clausia. She feels like nothing. She nods, her back straight, ready for whatever is next.
I kind of want to be like, what if, and not actually arrest her. I don't want to arrest her, so I'm gonna say, what if?
Clausia. It was my first real boyfriend who gave me that name. He never recovered from the shit we went through. Because of me.
Who was he?
He was a writer. He made Oranís lit. And I destroyed him. I know I'm shit. I know. But I haven't done anything. At least nothing illegal.
Failure to aid a police. She purposefully misrepresented information. Fucking mind games. That's right, gang. Stern and merciless now. Stern and merciless as we reel her in.
I'm gonna say you misrepresented information about the case without the Hardy's confession.
The lieutenant produces a pair
shit.
of handcuffs.
I don't want to arrest her.
Please no.
But there's nowhere to go. A 2-story drop to the
Shit.
Plaza Mosaic.
So this is also annoying stuff where it's like, I didn't want to actually arrest her, I just wanted to like talk about it, but I think we might arrest her.
I think I know who did it. Who shot Lely. I can tell you. I can help you.
What do you know?
She's silent for a second, as if looking into herself for certainty. Then, in a hushed voice, she says, gearing up for this betrayal is hard for her.
Ruby.
Why do you think it was her?
She has this thing for me. Ever since I met her and the boys downstairs.
What she's saying is...
What is that?
Sex. And more. I made the mistake of confiding in her. I told her I
Alright,
was
cool.
in the wrong.
Now we have a predatory lesbian.
She started protecting me. It became an unhealthy relationship. When I started spending time with Lely, she told me to end it. Said there would be shit if I didn't. It was not a good meeting. We stopped talking after that, but...
I don't understand. What exactly in your relationship made you think she's romantically interested in you?
She said she's in love with me. She even asked me to run away with her when I told her I'm a fugitive. She started developing notions about our relationship.
And you led her on?
A little. I was flattered, you know? But then I had to let her off, and it was not easy. I came to regret being friendly with her. We maybe kissed, nothing more.
Sounds like she was fixated on
This
you.
is just an assumption.
I know what it sounds like. That's why I didn't want to tell you before. But she knew what had happened when I came downstairs. Somehow, she knew Lely was dead. She wasn't surprised at all. When we came up here, she was calm as a stone, too. She cleaned it all up like she had a plan.
This is a familiar theory. You had it too, remember? Could it be that Ruby was covering up after herself? The lynching? Yet again, you're coming up with this. The worst thing is, it may be true.
When she said there was she'd be shit, was she threatening you?
She came over one night, drunk, said she'd turn my life into a living hell. I've been threatened before, so I can tell when someone knows how to do it. And she's a pro. She must be. To keep the Hardys in line. I tried severing ties with her after that. I thought it had worked, but...
Some of that fear is still with her. She exhales sharply. What are you talking about? She's afraid you'll arrest her.
And how could she have killed him?
You said there was a secret route there, right? She could have come up through there, then taken this shot. Right here, where I stand. It was too dark outside. I wouldn't have seen her.
Then slipped back downstairs without anyone noticing. That is possible.
Interesting theory. Did she know that door exists? Had you been out there with her?
Yes. She's been up here many times. She used to come to drink on the roof when,
Let's see, what is it?
The peephole. My bed is right next to... She would have seen us.
You mean to suggest she made it?
No. No. Why would she do that to herself? No, I just remembered you told me about it, and...
She's not really sure. It was right above the bed. She could have seen all sorts of things from there.
I agree, Squashy Squish, that Baldur's Gate 3 is particularly bad about clarifying your ability to lie and bluff. There was definitely stuff where I was like, oh, great. This is a lie. And it's like, oh, it's not a lie or whatever. I don't know. There was definitely stuff where I misinterpreted what the prompt actually meant.
Don't let your imagination run wild here, sire. Keep it on track.
Okay, that's it for Ruby.
Okay. And what? Arrest the liar. Why? She told us some pretty interesting. Don't arrest her. Push her a bit more, but then let her off. She's stuck here. She's already in prison. Look around. She's only trying to help you.
Who?
Her. Stop letting her distract you.
I'm gonna say keep you here.
Thank you.
Something tells you, you will.
Okay.
She slowly lights another cigarette. You are. This is not the end of this.
And this later. Alright, well, let's save. Okay. Feels like it's setting up specifically to deceive NPCs in conversation. Then it's like, oh, you want to be a monster? Cool. Yes. No, absolutely. Okay, do an inspect that. Okay, gotta get Titus to do his thing. I want to wear this shirt. Because I like it. Okay, the white collared shirt looks better, I would say. Although, let's get visual calculus going. Pretty good on visual calculus, but I want to redo the window. Do we have anything that helps with visual calculus? This one. This one. Wait, is that minus? No, plus. Okay. We're gonna look at the window, and then I want to look at the peephole and the shoe prints again.
This window is pristine on the inside, unlike the one next to it. Golden light melts away into the blue, glassy darkness of your mind. In it are two neon-lit shapes, a man and a woman on the single bed.
Okay.
Like the witness said, the man is kneeling, the woman is on her back. The man looks directly at the woman. The shot's possible directions converge in his mouth, a ray cast from somewhere outside, entering his brain.
Where does it come from?
From the roof outside, location A prime. The glass fractures around the bullet hole, shards face inwards like a corona behind the woman's back.
Inspect ghostly figures.
The man does not know the bullet has entered his brain. He never will. Death comes faster than the realization.
Have a look at
the ray cast from the man's mouth unravels into a fan of possible directions, all on the roof at first. The shot could have come from any of them. This is composite location A prime, most likely of the origin point.
Shouldn't there be gun residue?
There could have been. Then the rain and slush and wind washed it away. This was more than a week ago.
So I'm what, 80% sure the roof is where the shot was made from?
72%, with an antique weapon that fires military-grade ammunition. A Belmagrave rifle, for example. This is a good short distance, but not too short. The perpetrator aimed with their back against the railing, or possibly kneeling for precision. This would explain why it only took them one shot. The lights were on in here. Outside it was dark. It was like shooting fish in an aquarium, a well-lit aquarium. The victim opened his mouth to let the bullet in. Neither of them would have seen anything outside, in the darkness, too busy with their own bodies.
Could it have come from inside the room?
Point X would contradict the woman's testimony, rendering the entire proposition void. These figures would be wiped out, detective.
Were there any arguments against A prime the roof?
None that you've found thus far, but that doesn't mean there aren't
There have
any.
been another point of origin further away.
That's a 28%, yes. In this model, the shot could have come from a greater distance. Nothing excludes the possibility. Should we extrapolate to include every possible point of origin in Martinaise?
Extrapolate the radius to include all of Martinaise.
According to your map of the district, this shot could have come from a wide angle of locations, starting with the northern edge of the abandoned boardwalk, ending with an islet in the bay. Let's B prime for boardwalk, B double prime for Land's End, and B triple prime for the islet detective. There may be smaller points in between, but those are too fine to zoom in on.
Point B.
700 meters away. The likeliest of these B positions, 20% chance. A skilled sniper could have made the shot, provided he had a safe sniper's nest. Even with the light on inside, we're talking military training. At that distance, the perpetrator would have had to take wind direction into account.
Land's End.
1.2 kilometers away, the least likely of these positions. Let's say 3%. A truly skilled sniper could have done it, possibly from a tent. No, too far-fetched.
Point B.
1 kilometer away, a point beyond the docks, on an islet in the bay. The fort is ruined, but the perpetrator may have found a stable spot on the beaches surrounding it, where the concrete crumbles into the sea, as you saw in the coin-operated viewer. The shot would have been a small miracle, 5% likelihood. There is an extremely narrow field of view from the bay to the window, between Rue de Saint-Ghislain 10 and 33A. The angle would have been extreme, and access to the islets is questionable.
Okay, Kim, do you think the shot could have come from further than the roof?
From where, precisely?
Let's say these
I
two.
see you have given
spots.
this a lot of thought. Are those the locations you've singled out in addition to the roof? And what is the likelihood, in your opinion, that it came from a further distance?
Much less than from the roof, but still.
Okay, well, we should see if there is gunshot residue or sniper nests if we go down the coast. Roll these spots out one by one. It
Right.
would be the diligent thing to do. Until then, personally, I'm going with the roof version. It fits the hidden path through the whirling.
I love that you blink to get out of, like, detective mode. Okay, let's leave and go through here. I want to look at the footprints again. I think they were too big for Ruby, last I remember. Or it was like maybe a slightly big
You clearly see
shoe for a woman.
Jackpot. These, unlike everything else here, are new.
Large
We're having a
print,
closer
1.
look.
Shoe size is 41 to 42, maybe 43. It
Doesn't
could
look
be
like
a
any of
large
the worker
foot.
No,
boots.
these little horizontal lines are different. They look custom-made to me. Or some kind of foreign... The
Doesn't
size
look
looks
like the
about the
axle.
same, actually.
Oh, size looks about the
They're
same.
not the s-
Okay.
I wouldn't rule out
everything around.
All right. Well, size looks about the same. That's honestly helpful. Okay, let's go back downstairs. Okay. I need to talk to Titus, right? So I have 2 level up points. Check boardwalk, check island. Okay, we do want to do that. So, let's talk to Titus. I kind of want to go up 1 in empathy, because I think it's fun. An empathy cop. Then I'll leave 1 for redoing a check if I need to. Is there anything since leveling? I want to redo this so bad. Ugh. I'm so sad we failed that one. Okay.
It's you again. What is it?
Talk to Classy. Now I need to talk to Ruby.
Why?
Seen her. What? It depends on someone. It depends on her. I suspect she killed the victim. That's why. Civil war is brewing. I'm gonna say because she's your real
You're
leader.
Cuckoo cop. I'm the only man responsible for this unit. Get with it, or fuck off.
How many times must I tell you?
Yeah, fuck off.
Okay, I'm gonna level with you. She's the next link in the chain that leads me to Leslie's killer.
Sounds
Well,
like you're
Leslie's killer.
making her, a suspect in this. Ruby's one of us. We're not gonna throw her under your moral intern steamroll.
And fuck you too,
Ruby is missing. If you hide from the police in a murder investigation, you become a suspect. You know how it works, guys.
That's nothing. That's just legalese. You don't even have a sound theory.
I think we'll keep sticking around, Titus. You'll be surprised at how quickly a theory presents itself if you keep looking.
Here's a solid theory.
A sudden flash of lightning in your neocortex. The hostel cafeteria is lit by its airy blaze. Floor plans, bullet trajectories.
Because she was here, all night, with us.
He's cobbling together shit so he can put her away. It's Cop 101.
She was here all night? 11:30 to 12:15? She was here during all that time?
Yeah, with us, drinking, near the stage there.
She didn't go to the toilet?
No.
A whole 45-minute window?
All right. She took a fucking leak, okay? For one moment. Maybe went out too. She has an operation to run from her lorry. We're not getting into what that operation is again, Cop. And just 'cause she was gone for 5 minutes doesn't mean she magically got to the roof and shot him.
All right, we're in. We got Ruby unaccounted for sometime during the window. This was crucial. Now let's place her on that roof.
Skilled Sambo artist could climb the outer wall. Secret route in the kitchen that leads straight to the roof.
Oh.
Through what looks like an abandoned pinball workshop.
People say there was a pinball arcade here, sometime before the hostel. What was it called, Theo?
East Delta Pinball Arcade. Weird place. Went bankrupt.
Okay, but how'd you get up?
The elevator is outside the building. It's an old dumbwaiter used for moving pinball machines up and down from the workshop.
From there, a door leads straight to the roof.
Ruby could have gone up, shot him, come down. All under 7 minutes.
That's quite the theory. We need to have a look at that secret passage, boys.
I'm on it, boss. Right when the law clears, me and Angus are going up there.
It's a dumbwaiter, not an industrial lift.
Just now. You got something else to back this route up? Or is that it?
Also found footprints upstairs.
Footprints. Recent.
I'm going to say recent, size 43.
43 is pretty large for a girl, don't you think? But then Ruby...
Yeah, but that's what's so cool about her.
I know what you've been thinking, Grim. We'll talk about it.
Titus, you're not really saying...
He's thinking, all right. Glenn gets silence for an answer. Push forward with this theory.
Remember that key I found here?
I don't like guessing, Cole.
It opens the steel door in the kitchen, the one that leads upstairs to the roof. This key was right here with you.
You didn't find it, but Ruby did.
Quit jumping to conclusions, Theo.
No, the ribbon was old, faded. It'd have been there for 20 years at least.
She could have made a copy. She could have just put it back there when she was done. I say she could have made a copy.
And then put it back. Why?
It doesn't fit well, but it fits. And he knows it.
You do agree the shot came from the roof, right?
Why not? You can't draw a straight line. Maybe from the coast, but...
Put the numbers out there. This will impress them.
Sure.
72%. There's a percentage. No, you can't.
Okay.
I know what you did here on the weekend. People talk.
Those numbers were an asshole, man.
Yeah. And they don't put her on the roof.
All right, you know what? That's fair.
It's just mambo jumbo.
Yeah, that's totally fair.
He
Okay.
hasn't got shit.
Okay, skilled. Could have climbed. I'm like our other theory. I'm gonna say we firmly established Ruby could have had access to the roof where the man was shot.
Firmly doesn't go well with could've. But a route does not put that bullet in his head.
Phase 2, murder weapon. Get a gun in her hand. If not that, then at least a shadow of a doubt. Just don't contradict yourself. If it doesn't sound like Ruby did it, maybe keep it to yourself.
I wish we looked at the other spots before talking to him. Local pawn shop sold my gun to a woman. Maybe it was her. Let's say I've already established she's running drugs. She could have smuggled guns too. Let's say.
You lost your gun?
Tell me, did you lose it before the murder?
I don't know. It was a joke.
Sure. Take your sorry ass out.
Stop thinking about your lost gun.
Sorry.
This was merely a thought exercise. He did not lose his gun.
Then why the fuck was he asking you for your gun, huh?
I'm sorry.
When he tried shooting himself or some shit.
That's a solid logic structure. Do something. This is bad.
Okay. I'm gonna say already established she's running drugs.
God damn. That's just about your favorite topic, isn't it?
All I'm saying, for a starter cabin should have no trouble getting a gun.
Trouble. This is Revachol. Even the roid heads in the gym had a carbine.
He must be referencing some past case of theirs. He's angry because he knows you're right. What he's saying only confirms your theory.
Jacketed bullet.
So it had to come from a breech-loading rifle. Military grade. This goes against your everyone has a gun theory. If it was military grade, how'd Ruby get it?
Just because it's rare doesn't mean you can't get it.
That wasn't strong.
Shit. Okay. Okay. Didn't say I'd prove that she had a murder weapon, just that we needed to find her. Small chance. I don't know. I feel like this was good, and the rest feel not good. I'm gonna move on. Or I'm gonna do this.
That looks antique.
Selling in the bookshop is hidden there with others just like
20,
it.
maybe 30 rifles, Titus. Also broken, but still, there were too many. And there must be other caches too.
God damn it. We need to close that dump down for good.
That's a goddamn breech loader, too.
He sees it. This is coming together. He must. Time to really close the deal. Show them the bullet.
Okay, this is the bullet.
The blonde man looks at the mushroomed Deathbringer in the evidence bag and says,
Yeah, the bitch is jacketed all right.
Whoa.
Well, goddamn. It's not proof, but it's a possible murder weapon. You have been thorough.
Okay, whew.
I'll give you that.
I'm gonna move on.
I don't know, Cop. Why don't you find your lost gun first?
Okay, yeah, that was fair.
Titus, we're not seriously considering it, are we? Ruby wouldn't do this. Why would...
Phase 3. Motive. The last component.
When Classy came downstairs, Ruby appeared to know something was wrong.
Nah, man. That's just Ruby. She's got shit under control.
Plus, man, it's like female intuition, you know. Women talk to women. Which is sort of why we need someone on the team who they talk to.
Or she knew what happened because she killed him.
Not so useful.
Not why did she kill him, it's why did she organize the cover-up. Ozzy and Boots! Thank you for the gift sub. I'll do this one.
And I suppose you have a theory.
Hello, Geese Beep. She could have just been covering up for herself.
Think about it. Why go through all that effort? It was her idea, wasn't it? The hanging. You went along, but she suggested it.
She had, like, a fully formed plan and shit.
Really, Shanks? Claudia wanted to talk to another girl, that's all. She was just the first one up there.
Time for a logics demonstration.
Let's do... Who should I choose? This guy seems like he's the most likely to kind of crumble under questioning. He's already seems to be questioning it. Eugene, I don't know. Doesn't seem like he's got the most sound logic in all of this. Titus is their leader, so I think he might take it the most personally if we assume he killed him. So I'm going to do that one.
You're on thin ice here.
It's a thought exercise, Titus. Think. You kill him. Get up there. Shoot him. Get down.
Would you prefer to go on trial with your men as part of a lynch mob or alone for cold-blooded murder?
Alone. I don't drag my men into shit with me.
If she used us, then that's a serious violation.
But she didn't. She would never do that.
Glenn, I thought the same thing when she skipped town and left us in this shit.
Oh, so he didn't rule her out completely. And she skipped town. This is good.
I'm gonna say Classy told me interesting things.
Like what?
Apparently, she had a thing for Classy.
A thing? You mean?
Yeah, but they're both...
Girls like girls too, Angus, sometimes. This is one of those times. She liked Glacier.
What Kim said.
Fuck you. First he said...
Come on, Glenn. She likes Monica's titties.
I did. I knew it. That's why she didn't fuck me.
She didn't fuck you. Cause you're 40, and you still live with your mom, Dennis.
She said she made advances on her.
Ruby then threatened her and told her to end her relationship with the deceased.
This is some sordid shit. It's also the kind of garbage our Miss Aronier puts out to cover her own ass.
Ruby made her scared.
That Ruby is queer as cabaret, now that I start thinking about it. And that's okay. Some are queerer than others. You can still be a Hardy. But...
And then, boss, use us to cover it up? I mean, that's just fucked up.
If it's true. But it's not. Right?
Things don't add up. We need to talk to her.
Silence. He looks around the room. The old man in the corner nods. A very small nod. And a trickle of tobacco spit on his lip. This is the only option he cares for.
Yeah, I see it. There's one more thing I've been wondering about. Ever since you asked me where she is. Add it to your list of suspicions, if you want. I don't know where she went. She just got up and left. Got real scared, too. Wouldn't tell me where. However hard I asked. Want to know why?
Why?
She was afraid I would tell you. Maybe she was right. By now, I probably would.
She knew there's evidence on her, and she knew we'd find it. This is typical suspect behavior.
Perhaps.
Wow.
Ask her if you find her. It won't be easy, though. She made sure of that.
When did she leave?
Friday afternoon, when you first arrived. I got word the RCM was in town. Then she came in to see me.
What was she scared
I told
of?
You.
RCM?
No, you. As in the cop with the sideburns and the disco clothes.
Don't forget the funny tie, too. Yep, I'm gonna say don't forget the funny tie.
How can I forget? You know, when I first saw you limping here, I thought she was paranoid or sniffing her own supply. But now I'm not so sure.
What else did she tell you about me?
She said you have a funny taste in clothes and that you won't stop until you have something on her. She said she's heard of you from Jamrock, that you're a human can opener, that you play suspects against each other, open them up like cans.
You got this, Geese Peep. There's an Ologies. Somebody in chat suggested Ologies, and I listened to it. It's really good. Anyway, there's an Ologies episode where the host talks about her prep and getting a colonoscopy. And it seemed like it was chill. I don't know. Oh, you just listened to it. Well, I hope it helped put you at ease.
Fucking hell.
Ologies.
Titus, did he
Ologies. It's like psychology or whatever. It would be like vampirology. She basically talks to scientists or experts in a field, aka ologies. It's really interesting. She's a really good interviewer.
Open Angus up like a can? Yes, he did. Now, we can whine about it, whack him, or we can go on with our lives. I'm having...
It's not an actual question. Silence. He nods.
Anything else?
Yeah, there was something else. She wouldn't tell me, though. I could see she wanted to. It was burning on her lips.
Oh, what did I do?
This caught Titus. This caught me. But she was too scared.
Do you have any clues on where Ruby went?
She's not far. We know that much. She didn't take her lorry, so she's on foot.
Good fucking luck, man. She knows this place like the back of her hand. You'll never find her.
Yeah, Al. And we won't either.
She's not really a hardy candidate anymore, is she?
She's not, Glenn.
Have you looked for her?
A little.
Where have you looked for her, more precisely?
More precisely, on the coast, past the waterlog. She's not here.
Can you tell me where on the coast I should start looking?
Sure. There are some shit houses there. A cinder block town. I hear they
I
have a
should
shack
ask
where
them.
junkies sometimes crash.
We will start there.
Boyish. Hair's
look
red.
like? Okay.
Dyed. She looks like a law.
You know what she's doing with Ulan frequencies?
The what now?
She said she's building a pale emitter.
What?
We were talking about radio equipment.
This guy barely understands what he's talking about.
There you have it. Pale something.
Okay. Not much, but I'll do it.
It'll have to.
Oh, nice, Metapiosis. Great movie, very fun, very Halloween. Okay, shake it.
His grip is firm and reassuring, like holding a
Alright,
piece
we've really
of
come
unpolished
along with
granite.
these Union men.
Not just granite, tightly packed RCM Sergeant material.
Just think it.
No, he already is a sergeant. That's what you're feeling. He just wasn't sure what you are. Cleaning out the room.
Okay, my last thought, at least for now, I could forget some, but...
What if you didn't lose your memory? What if something in Martinez came and stored it all away, for you to slowly open one box at a time, so you can choose which parts to keep? Keep almost none of it. Only the flowers on the windowsill. Only the distant sound of a radio. Lose all the actors, the dark shadows. Leave only the still lifes. The blissful distant wash of waves. If everybody knew, you never did. She'll be coming soon. That is all.
He's pretty good. All pluses. Yeah. Date of birth generator. I do want to think on stuff, but I don't think there's anything I want to get rid of. Critical successes. You know? I don't really need money as much as I used to. So I'm tempted to get rid of this one. The Wompty Dumpty one. Yeah, we'll go village. I'm gonna pause the game. Let's save. And I'm gonna run a quick ad, run to the bathroom, then we're gonna keep streaming some more. Having fun. See y'all soon. The gameplay music's gonna happen without music, okay? Okay, I'm coming back. Hello. Okay. Did the ad play? Did we get an ad? I think so. Great. Should ask the doctor if you can live stream the colonoscopy. Honestly, sounds fun. Okay, let's go. Boop. All right. I think we should go up the coast. I'm tempted to talk to the union leader really quick in case, just to get his stuff done. I would love to get my gun, figure that out. Ooh, what do we got?
You think you have a pretty hot suspect right now, don't you?
Yeah, and?
Yours? Notice how it came together without casting too much suspicion on Clausia. It was nice and Ruby-centric in the end.
What do you mean?
Anything struck you a bit off about this mishmash?
Didn't have to come from the roof, could have come from anywhere. Bullet was jacketed, not just lie around anywhere. Bullet was an antique. Footprints in the pinball workshop didn't fit with the odd soul footprints. So far no one has mentioned hearing the shot.
Notice how this hasn't come up at all. Even Hardy and his boys didn't mention it. Absolutely. It could have come from anywhere, but you're suddenly so certain it came from the roof behind the window.
Bullet was jacketed.
Good point. It is rather rare these days, but do continue.
Bullet was an antique.
Strange how you conducted the whole advanced ballistics analysis, and then hand-waved it?
Footprints in the pinball workshop.
No, they didn't.
Well, it's different shoes, but don't think about
That's
this.
right. Finish thought. Just finish it and conveniently go on. Don't listen to this guy. The theory was solid. He's just jealous.
Alright, well my thoughts are turning against each other, which is not so fun. Did I find my badge? Yes, I did. I'm tempted to get rid of the Wompty Dompty. Like, the money is really useful, but I've gotten a lot of money at this point. You know? Learning cap for perception. Maybe I'll get rid of this one, because I'm not putting more shit into perception, really. What do people think of that? Getting rid of this one. And I don't take speed. I might forget it. And then think of state of birth generator. There's this one. Okay, there's no bonus. Negative thing when you do it. Okay. Okay. I'll think about it. Okay, let's go this way. I want to... Faster! Oh, what is this? Oh, that's fun. Music in the game is good. I totally agree with this. Okay, I want to talk to what's-his-face and maybe make a deal to find my gun. Remember when we found that rich guy in that thing? That was crazy, right? Freaking loco. Been watching the Great British Bake Off. Not the newest season, don't spoil. We just watched the season with Raoul. I don't want to spoil anything, but he was a very notable character in it. It was very fun. Too many handshakes were given out.
Mr. Dubois, every worker...
Did the rich give you money? Yes. Every worker, a member of the board.
That's right, Mr. Dubois. I see the socialist democratic fervor now burns in your heart, too. How can I help you today?
I've reconsidered opening the door.
A fantastic change of heart, Harry. Go talk to Manana, just open one little door. You don't need to go in or anything. I just want that weasel to come home and see the unlocked door. That's it. Anything else we should discuss?
Local drug trade.
Ah, yes. Your side investigation. Thank you.
He refuses to discuss it further. It's probably just a small nuisance to him. Not even a speck of anger in his voice.
Okay.
That's that then.
Gonna leave now. Alright. I don't know why suddenly I'm running all the time. And then when I double click it doesn't run. I feel like there's some kind of button that toggles the run, and I don't know what button it is, but I keep pressing it on and off somehow. Anyway, I much prefer running, so I'll take it. Oops, I'm gonna go here. Stopped watching when they switch hosts. I should give the new host a shot. That's fair. I want to watch the earliest seasons, but they're not really on Netflix. I really love Noel, and I really love Noel and Sandy together. I think that's a fun combo. There is a woman that is, I guess, with Noel this season, and she's brand new. So we watched the first episode, haven't watched any more. So we'll see if you like her.
Hold on, wandering man. How can I
Key
help
to a
you?
door?
A key, huh? What door is this key supposed to open?
He said it belonged to a weasel.
Oh, say no more. I got that key right here. And let me tell you, it's mighty good of you to help us out during the strike. Working class solidarity, as they say.
I'm not really doing this for political reasons.
Oh, so the none of the above type, are you? I get it, I get it. I like to keep my distance too. What you're looking for is a basement door behind the greenhouse. That's behind the whirling and rides.
Oh.
Okay, but where did you get the key from?
The janitor gave it to me. Nice fella. We talked about life and things that really, truly matter. None of this mess we're in. This jiving and juggling. What's it for?
Anything else you should know about
To
this
feed our
task? The
children, I
weasel
guess.
person? When he'll come
I'm
home?
more of a philosophical dock worker. I like to talk about the big picture stuff.
He means he's not going to tell you because he doesn't know who he is and what they're fighting for. This is interesting.
Actually, do you know anything about the Hardy Boys?
Los Ardis? They're an independent militant group. A bit too high-strung, but it comes with the responsibility. They're sort of like you. Preserve the rule of law and all that.
Is he actually comparing you and Officer? Come on. He's just trying.
I'm gonna say, let it go.
The man whispers a jaunty tune.
Why are you striking?
We're negotiating our share.
Your share? Also, Encyclopedia Bro, thank you for subscribing, and thank you for the 4 months. I really do appreciate it.
Aye.
I like to think of myself as Encyclopedia Cop in many ways. I need to change my outfit. This is not right. So not wages or pensions or...
This stuff, they already covered.
At least you got the benefits. That's something.
It's not enough. Not enough to get ahead. More about keeping us in our
how
place.
large a share?
All of it. However, right now we want all the harbor workers to be on the company's board, so they could take part in the decision-making process.
This seditious talk sounds like communism. Just so we're on the same page, communism is basically wanting to kill the rich people
What?
or deporting them
Boss
to a
man,
labor camp
Evard,
in
what can you tell me
South
about him?
I think it's best you make up your own mind now that you've met him. In my eyes, he is a capable organizer and a decent businessman.
What does bossing the union entail anyway?
I guess you kind of get to be the village chief.
By that, you mean corruption?
By heavens, why would it not be corrupt? We live in a harsh and disordered world, see? And in this world, the old man is corrupt for our benefit, and we know it.
The desk
Appreciate it.
seems lavish to me.
He is, personally, not too lavish. He is reasonably lavish, sure. That's his prerogative. Besides, there are no non-corrupt systems in the world anyway.
Not you would like to say. This man has political theory, and it has not
Got the picture.
Sure thing.
This was great.
Good talking to you. Okay. Hurry up. Okay. Oh, I need to change my clothes. Get my good outfit on. Alright. Where's my encyclopedia? Oh, I'm wearing them again. Okay, great. Oop, what do we got? Oh, great. We found another poster. Oop. Oh, dang it. Is this it? One by the greenhouse.
All around you, the hisses and chirps of locusts fill the musky air, like skyscrapers, spires of dirt and sand rising.
Skill point.
Accommodations for their insectoid inhabitants.
I just want to keep cranking up empathy. I mean, why not? We do some of these ones that are low. People have shivers. I don't like that one. I like empathy. We'll do one into empathy and leave it like that for now.
Well, detective, it appears you are on the way to solving the case. The missing locust case, which is a sub-case of the imaginary insect case. So at least that's going well.
Wait, could this mean the phasmid is nearby?
If anything, the presence of the locusts points to the opposite. Instead, it was a kid's prank. But what do I know?
Use your powers of deduction. You knew the bug was nowhere near here. The phasmid is impairing your judgment.
Can you tell Morel about this?
Of course. I'll leave that to you. You seem to have a handle on the phasmid trap insect situation.
Thank you, Kim. I agree. Okay, well, back to business. Oh, this is the door. Okay. Well, let's talk to you about the locusts. Kid.
Fuck does Kuno care?
Alright, I'm off.
Kuno doesn't fuck.
Can I redo that one theory one? Boy, would I like to. Finally! Okay, interfacing. That's gonna be this, right? Interfacing. Nothing is negative to interfacing right now, right? I don't think so. This is big, everyone. This is big. Okay. Woo! Okay. It's time. This is the greatest day of my life. I finally get to redo it. Was the rich guy the lady? Is that who you mean by... She gave me money. Great news.
Hello. Lena and I were just discussing the design of the new trap.
Found a locust in a nearby shack.
What the devil is a Kuno? Why would he be making a city of bugs?
Oh, my dear Morel. You've been an old man for too long. Kids love to torment insects almost as much as they love to torment old folks.
Talk to the little gremlin.
Oh, you've been such a dear to us. Please, let us know if the kids can stop hampering us.
Well, I see you've got all the help you need. I'll see you tonight at my place. Let's play suzerainty, but no more field trips for me.
After this is your last chance to talk to Gary.
Really, Gary?
Wait, no,
We're
Gary
getting
said.
somewhere here.
Lena, I'm sorry, but you're not getting anywhere. It was some kids. I know the little mutants around here. Leave anything out in the open and they'll steal it. Morel, it's been fun, really. But I need a bath and I have deliveries to handle.
No need to apologize, Geary. You'd be more than helpful. We'll have to take a rain check on that game of suzerainty today, though.
The first man to break formation is always a blow to leadership. This is bigger than he lets on.
Did I do the question? How do I redo it? Oh, my phone's blowing up. Anyway, do I go into the questioning? The insects confront Kuno. Okay. We're working on it. cryptids?
Okay.
Layman, you always have to prove yourself with this man.
I know about this one.
Oh, everyone knows about that one. Thanks to Professor Mijanu being the talk of the town for a time. Although, probably because her life ended as a result of her work in Gutler. No one remembers her contributions to the search for the Nong-Ok, a flightless cursor owl found in the Seminine Isles. Its long legs permit the Nong-Ok to run faster than any other avian when it's not hunting its prey in this manner. The ok hangs from tree branches, like a bat. Mijanu liked extreme animals, you see. One of the few figures of the academic establishment.
When did she disappear?
Oh, decades ago. In the 30s. I didn't know her personally, of course. The chasm of academic pretension still stood before. By all
That's enough. Tell me more about the Phasmid you're looking for.
Well, very little. Not yet. I know it.
It's clear.
By which
What would it be like to grasp and hold onto something you think is next to you, or just behind you, like a trick?
I have to
He means asexual reproduction. The females of the species.
Pretty clever.
Insulindian Phasmid is a very clever
traps?
Well, they may not look impressive, but Lena, yes.
I can't figure out how to find the skill check. Here, should I talk to Gary? We really have not talked to him much.
Always a pleasure. I mean, officers.
Okay, thanks. I loved Noel. I'm going back to talk about Noel on Taskmaster. That was my first impression of Noel, and it was a pretty good one, I gotta say. Which skill check am I looking for again? I'll show you. Hold on. I'm looking for this one. Morel, the cryptozoologist. I want to like think about what could have happened to the bugs. So maybe I just need to talk to Kuno and then it'll be fine. Maybe to the locusts.
Yeah. Kuno took the bugs. So what?
So it wasn't the Phasmid. A wave of disappointment washes over you.
I was really hoping it would be the Reed Phasmid that ate the locusts.
Yeah, well, Kuno's all you got, bitch.
You say you don't give a fuck and then you go build a whole bug town.
It's not Bugtown. It's the city of locusts. Locusts aren't just bug shit. They come out of the sky like a fucking shadow.
Kuno is a Phasmid. Well said. Honestly? Honestly? But if people know how to do that check, I'm all ears.
Locusts coming down like a shadow. This must be the Night City he mentioned when you asked him where he's been.
That and there is the Night City.
Yeah, Locust City. City of Rage.
There's a tug of war over the name of his fantastical city. It's almost too big for his imagination. The girl forces herself to watch again, the corners of her eyes twitching from discomfort.
What are you, some kind of artist now?
Maybe I am.
Did he just say I? Kuno usually calls Kuno, Kuno.
Did you say I?
Kuno made Kuno. Kuno says whatever the fuck he wants. I fucking say I when I wanna, and Kuno when I wanna. Kuno's free.
This is what he sometimes does when
making artists worthy.
Oh my god, Kuno! He's gonna make you totally lame in like 3 seconds.
Yo, fuck you, see? Kuno can be what Kuno wants to be. Kuno's his own man. Kuno's free. Kuno made himself into Kuno. Kuno can make himself into anything. Kuno can make himself into a pig.
Don't make yourself into a pig, Kuno.
In it, you hear snow melting, dripping from the eaves. Someone closing a window.
I'll say nothing.
Without a word, she disappears entirely behind the fence.
It's not present in the dialogue tree. This might be an example of a check that is no longer accessible but still lingers on the list. What? It turned white!
For once, the boy is lost
That
for
sucks.
words.
Well, thank you,
He
Splashy
turns
Squish.
completely red now, with splotches of white beginning to appear across his face. Use this momentary confusion to take control of the situation. You've got him. Now convince him to leave the cryptozoologist's traps alone.
You need to stop taking the locusts from the traps. The cryptozoologists are trying to find something very important.
I I don't give a shit. I don't need the locusts anyway. Shit is all lame now. She was right.
No.
The girl's face appears again, above the fence, just long enough to make eye contact with Kuno.
What does it mean?
It don't mean anything. It's shit. Kuno just likes to focus. Kuno likes to concentrate on shit. Bill Pig, you really shouldn't have fucked with Kuno City. Now it's all fucking
Oh, I
lame.
feel a little bad. What's gonna happen?
Kuno's gonna let the fucking locusts die.
Damn.
The fuck are they trying to catch anyway? With the
Phasmid?
traps?
He recognizes the name.
Wait, do you know what it is?
Bitches think Kuno doesn't know shit. The fuck out of here. Kuno's tired of this shit.
There's silence between the two children. They're not saying anything to each other, nor looking in each other's direction.
I'll die before I
Alright, well. Kuno knows about the bugs. What does that mean? Cryptid. Proof? Oh, I can't take the bugs back or anything. Okay, well, we'll report back. Yep, gonna report my findings. It will still respond to you leveling up, getting a bonus, even if that window of opportunity is over. That is annoying. But, fine. We're moving forward with the story, and that's what I like, ultimately.
Hello.
Chat with the kid.
So it was just a child.
Thank you for telling us, sweetie. This is good news.
She acts chipper, but something is secretly gnawing at her confidence.
Yeah, you're right. We just need to restock the empty trap. Then we'll need to
Darling, I told you to take it easy.
You're right, you're right. We can come back next season.
That's just something people tell themselves when they fail. There won't be a next season. Not for this. Find a Phasmid or admit defeat, people.
Maybe I can help restock the traps. I'm gonna accept enthusiastically.
We are getting really carried away with this, aren't we? Fine. It's better than having these people get pneumonia on the coast.
He wants to see this tale through as much as you. Otherwise, he'd have stopped this already.
Really? It's too much, officer.
What Morel means is we're grateful for your help.
These are fresh scratches, Logan.
Oh, thank you so much.
They should slide right down the funnel. And thank you again.
Wow. Co-discovery.
Cool.
You'd be famous. This would show them all.
Thanks, dude. Well, this is exciting for me. With a bunch of bugs. Cool. Alright, well, shall we? Gotta restock the traps. I'm gonna wrap up somewhat shortly. But I wanna travel to the other side of the coast. We're gonna restock the traps. One that we need to talk to everybody over here too. Talk to you again.
Aye, the sea's gonna calm down soon. I can feel it.
Why does she care about the waves so much?
What is it with you and those waves?
What is it with waves and fishermen? We need to be out there with them. But until that happens, I can try to assist you the best I can. So, what will it be, officer?
That's my motor carriage in the sea, by the way.
Oh. That's good to know, I guess. Why is it in the sea?
It was an accident, I'm sorry.
This calls for a funeral, if you ask me.
You're suggesting we honor the carcass of my former motor carriage?
Aye. Feels deserved, don't you think? Falling in the line of duty like that and all?
Maybe I should.
Why odd? Our things are a part of our life world. They're made with our human sweat and they share human history.
Life
Fair
world.
enough.
Someone's been reading up on lost
Sunk a motor carriage.
when
I was drunk.
Play it cool, man.
Alright, I'm in.
Oh yeah? You won't even be able to get it out of the water before early June. Take it from someone who's been through a few funerals. It's easiest to just leave them there and let nature take care of it.
That's all we have time for right now anyway. Come back here in June and see how you feel about it then. It's not like it's going anywhere.
Maybe we can't do more frivolous side activities.
Yes, that is a pity. But for now, let's focus on the things we do get to do.
You like the Capri funeral idea?
I'm looking for someone else, actually. Suspect who might have stayed in this neighborhood.
Okay.
Very recently, over the past few days.
Here?
She might have arrived Friday.
Oh. I've been out on the sea for most of the past week.
Really?
Yes, that's the optimal time. Got to make the most of the calm. I've been sleeping like a corpse after. Sorry I couldn't help you out. Maybe I can help you find someone else. Well, how can I assist you then, officer?
Be seeing you. Okay, fair enough. Talk to you. Oh, is this the rich lady?
I'll just keep the Corda Leche in the channel, if that's okay. Hi, ma'am. And it's a jetty, by the way. Of course.
Hello.
Hello, detectives. It's good to see you here.
What brings you here, madame?
Nothing, really. I've had my eye on this jetty for weeks now, so I decided to investigate it personally. This cluster of buildings isn't on any of the official maps, as far as I can tell.
That. And she's also keeping an eye on you.
Have you been spying on us?
Spying has such a negative connotation. Then there's the matter of that little scamp in old lady clothes. She threatened to paint the Corda Leche red.
What is this? Destruction of property? Hooliganism? Elder abuse?
Leave it be.
No matter. Lillian and I are getting on much better.
How do you like it here?
How do I like it?
Water drips down eaves of Eternite. The smell of salt and dog shit in the background.
It's pornographically poor. The street has no name. All the men are dead or missing. And is that the carcass
Lillian
of a
date
motor
options as
carriage
bad as you
over
might
there?
think. Fair enough. I don't think it suits my cop character, but
I'm surprised that woman hasn't put me to the sword yet. Maybe she will.
Dark eyes survey the coast leading up to Martinez.
Fortunately for you, madame, the RCM is on the scene.
All right. Politics time. Let's react. Real men, real politics, real thoughts in your head.
I'm gonna say nothing.
She could easily just...
You detect a note of longing in her voice.
Have I told you how they discovered this place?
This fishing village?
No. They're in Sealindian,
Oh, you haven't told me.
Well, your condition has left you no worse off than most of these people. The literacy rate is around 45% west of the river. 50 years of occupation have left these people in an oblivion of poverty.
I'm gonna say nothing.
It's a pity. Most of these people will never know what this place means. Remind me to tell you one day. For now, how can I assist you in this new location?
Tell me now, we have time.
I hear you have singled out a suspect.
This story she will tell only before she leaves Martinez.
Maybe there
Okay,
is
I
something
see.
else I can assist you with.
Alright,
while
that's
you're...
it for now. Okay. Where to next? I want to find... Let's talk to you. Seem to not like her, which is fair enough. Have you seen the red-haired woman?
Nay, I haven't seen anyone lately.
You know what I'm talking about?
This is my little cinder block town.
She's being evasive.
There was a murder in Martinez. She might be a suspect. We would appreciate your help.
Can't go on a date when my boyfriend Kim is right there. Exactly.
Would you now? I know how this world works. And it doesn't work when people tell on each other.
This is like when that man locked himself up in the woodshed. Just need her to help her come out.
No, it's not like that, man. With him, we called you. Right now, you just arrived by yourself, like a raven plucking at the window glass.
I see. You know something, but you've decided not to tell us.
There's not much to tell. People come and go. Now, was there something else?
I see, ma'am. I hope you don't mind if we look around anyway.
You should look around your shack. Maybe she's rented it out to...
Okay, I'm off. I'll look around. Ooh, what do we got?
As you look at the floorboards. The edge of a floorboard next to it
Move the
looks
board
straight.
aside.
Hollow space underneath the floorboards is dark and damp.
What's
you can
in
barely
there?
make out. Nothing particular catches your eye. Looks like more reeds. Something bad. Someone's
Search
night thoughts.
through the sand and sawdust.
You stick your hand in and start combing through the sand. A small cylindrical object, a 9mm bullet to be exact, fit for all muzzle loaders of that
Bullet
caliber.
isn't, or a breech loader like the murder weapon?
The floorboard isn't interested. Maybe the washerwoman is. Holding the bullet, you get the feeling this isn't ammunition against you. It's for herself.
Okay, interesting.
Our tenant, the policeman.
Why is there a
Damn
bullet in your
that
shack?
girl.
A bullet? You didn't put it there, did you?
Gone and hid things in there? She's usually a good tenant.
You rented the room to her?
Yes. I let my room to that Ruby girl. As I've done before when she's been in trouble or just looking for solitude.
When was this?
She came last Friday, left on Monday in a hurry. What has she gotten herself into? That girl.
She seems genuinely worried about her previous tenant. She's seen her hiding out from trouble before.
That's for the police to find out. Right then. Please answer each question to the best of your ability.
You said she left on Monday?
Yes, early with the dogs. Around 8 o'clock, I think.
Is the room exactly as she left
I
it?
cleaned it, like I always
Was there
do.
anything else there?
No.
The truth, sire.
What's she like?
She's good company. Knows how to talk to an old woman. At my age, you don't get a lot of quality conversation. So I really appreciate that about her.
Did she talk to you much during her last stay?
No, she was mostly silent this time.
What
Kept
do you
to
mean?
herself. She tried not to let it show, but I could tell she hadn't come to fish. Usually she likes to cast a few lines, but this time she mostly stayed in her room.
Why do you think she left the bullet there?
How would I know? She's a gruff one, but not violent.
You could ask her about your hunch, that it was a desperate measure. See if she thinks Ruby...
Possible explanation.
Do tell.
An exit plan.
Exit from what?
Her life. I say the world.
The lieutenant stops writing for a moment. He looks at you, then at the old woman.
No, she's a fighter.
She really believes that.
Heard she was a heavy drinker with anger issues. You ever witnessed that kind of behavior?
Nothing of the sort.
The sun sets for everyone.
She isn't what you call a drunk. Even offered me some from time to time.
She
Said
have
it
any
was
technical
part of the
equipment?
community. Not that I know of, though she was into nice music. She once showed me a few mixtape millions she'd made. Although I guess she was pretty handy with the mechanical and technical stuff.
She may simply have kept the equipment elsewhere.
Where did she go?
I don't know.
It's a peninsula.
You'll never find her, you know. She knows the coast like the back of her hand.
I wouldn't worry about that, man. We are persistent.
Further up the coast we go then.
You sure you would rather stay here? Get a nice cozy fire going in the heater?
The valve electric neuron. You feel like you should go look at it again. Step closer this time.
Goodbye, Mom.
One thing, officer. If you do find her, please go easy on her.
She really means it. It's an honest plea.
She's a good girl.
Okay. Is there a fireplace I should look more closely at? Is that what you're saying? Her house? I think this might be the fisherwoman's house.
Hello, mister.
Do you know anyone named Ruby?
Ruby. Ruby. My mom tells me I'm a big girl, but she doesn't know that I can't say Earl.
Kids.
Bye.
Is that the phasmid? Wait. What if this is the fishing rod situation all over again?
Not gonna be fooled again. I'm gonna say try to sneak up.
It's not the phasmid. It's not even organic. It's a fire iron. How disappointing.
I'm gonna say I can't believe it.
Right? You'll have better luck next time, though. The
I
phasmid.
agree.
Finding it is your
I
destiny.
totally agree. I don't want to take her bird. I do, but it's not right. In y'all's playthrough, did you take the bird? Just curious. Y'all see Ruby?
The scruffy-haired little boy kicks a stone while the other watches him do it.
You see any bad people around?
I don't think questioning 4-year-olds without their parents present.
Then we're definitely doing it.
Bye. I should talk to them. Mr. Stories.
Tequila sun.
Ruby.
Can't really remember seeing any women after losing my keys.
It's a touchy topic. He really has no idea who this Ruby is, sire.
He's seeing you.
Tequila.
Oops, nope. He's seeing you.
Time's cruel, Abigail.
See any women?
Abigail?
Okay, you aren't gonna help me.
The legend, he's back. And thirsty, I got smokes and piss and a little.
I'm off. We want to save. Yeah, go over here. No, I need to go to the phasmid trap, which I think is along the coastline. I don't think this is the one that needs the stuff, but...
The locusts aren't doing all too well, but they're still in there.
Okay. Let us go. I don't know, can I travel to the church? That'll be faster for me. No, fine. Fine. Okay. We're moving forward. We're continuing on. Oop. We need to inspect potential sniping spots. Broken pipe? Question mark? Who's in the shadow there? Who's that? Oh, those people. Okay, this one is the one that Kuno stole the locusts from.
The trap stands empty near
Release.
the locusts, dazed from being transported. They're not really going to get the chance to get comfortable here.
Good. Now that's done. When do you think we will return to our impending apocalypse? Don't answer that.
He doesn't want to. But if there is one more cryptozoological runaround, he must force the event.
Okay, fair enough. Oh, this must be her spot in the reeds.
A metal and plastic contraption, Bob's.
That over there.
Pick it up.
You lift the boy out of the water
In
without
the plastic
much
ball.
effort. The number 11 has been written on the yellow plastic.
Simple construction.
Shake the buoy.
There's something in there, splashing
Sniff
around.
the buoy.
It smells like you would expect it to smell. The water this
Open
side
the buoy.
a shot glass's worth of seawater pours out.
Well, damn.
Who do you think took them?
I have no idea.
Minor quirk.
Or think we do. This is a small loose end, either way. Not important, I hope.
Maybe Classy took them herself.
That may very well be the case.
You could ask the miss what she thinks later if you have the time. Though
We're
you
lucky
doubt
it's
she'll
still
tell you.
here.
We still got here too late. There's nothing of use here anymore.
I wonder, I'm pretty late on the journey. What if I got here earlier if things would be different? Hello, friends. Oh, would definitely sniff the buoy. I like going on all things. All the journeys we can. Okay, I feel like the dock was one spot that we can go investigate the stuff. Oh, is it this? Oh, hold on. So I want to know potential spots for where we're supposed to go. Alright, well, perhaps we'll keep looking at this. Tomorrow, I need to go eat some food. Glad everything got cleaned up over here. So let's save. Thank you everybody for hanging out, liking, subscribing, etc. It really does mean a lot. We are going to raid Giant Bomb. I'll see y'all over there. Alrighty. Goodbye, gamers. See you tomorrow.